Aryan is back in his room today, back from college, and frankly, I feel like I had a million different topics written down to make videos on because I have been dealing the process quite a bit. Yeah, also there might be background fireworks noises because it's Diwali. I don't think they should be that much of an issue considering I've just watched my airport video and I can barely hear myself in it. So, yeah, I have written a lot of different video ideas, and the current thought process in my head might cover a lot of them. A lot of them are interlinked, but I do want to keep them separate because I feel like each topic deserves its own individual video. I don't want like a big video being a mess of topics. Right now, I feel like the topic I'm most fit to speak on, the topic I feel the most, which like it's waiting for me to whatever that was. Yeah, I feel like the topic is that not every problem needs a solution, or that not every problem needs to be solved. I feel like this is a rather tricky topic because it's easy to take this advice the wrong way and to end up ignoring your problems, which is not good. But I feel like the best way I can explain it is with my current life scenarios, where I'm in Mumbai and I had a small breakdown, small, about me worrying that in my limited 9-day vacation, I won't get to meet as many friends as I possibly can. The reason this breakdown happened is because I had a cold today and my mom told me to not go out in the evening. Yeah. I feel like right now, in the moment, apart from the bigger problems I keep on having that can't have a short term solution, I feel like right now the biggest problem in my life would probably be this, just the worrying that I might waste my time, and just the worrying that, oh, I might not get to spend enough time with my friends. This is the current scenario. Now we'll leave this story over there. We'll leave this current scenario as it is. And now we'll talk about something else and then we'll come back to this later. So, I saw this video about DNA altercation today or yesterday, I don't remember. But basically, whatever the video was about, the point I want to make does not correlate to DNA altercation all that much at all. But the point I wanted to make was that there's this thing mentioned in DNA altercation that there is this very common misconception that one change in your DNA will alter one trait at a time. That's false. If, let's say, you have OCD, it's probably not because of one particular DNA strand. And to change it won't be as easy as to make one small change and that's the only thing that changes. It's a very particular combination of all your DNA strands that has caused it to happen. And even if it is such that changing one strand will get rid of the trait, yeah, if it is such that changing one strand will get rid of the trait, it will probably get rid of a lot of other traits as well. Because you're not a person built on building blocks. You know, it's not that every single trait of you can be categorized individually and it can be separated from the other personality traits you have. You have a few core fundamental beliefs, the reasons why you act the way you do, and those build the millions of traits that you have. Just like that, back to the story now. If my problem is, oh, I think I won't get enough time to spend with my friends, the problem originates from a feeling that I actually love spending time with my friends. And this is a problem that, how I would describe it, isn't a problem in itself, but it is one of the negative consequences of letting something affect you positively, if you get what I mean. Like, this isn't a bad thing. This is one of the few bad consequences of a majorly good thing. the fact that I love my friends and I love being with them. I feel like it's differentiate to be able to sort these problems out, because you know normally humans, me included, everyone, I feel like we are designed to get rid of problems, to think about them, to think about what goes wrong, and to try to change that, and then make our life happier. That's actually a second video topic that I might be treading, uh, which will be the pursuit of happiness. Not something as arbitrary as that, because more specific than that, but something along the same line. But that's what I'm saying, that humans, we are logically, evolutionarily, if that's a word, or if that is how it's pronounced, we are supposed to get rid of problems that we have. We're supposed to work in ways that we will make our life better in. And sometimes you need to pause and stop. Pause and stop. Yeah, thanks, Aryan. But sometimes you need to pause and reflect. You need to think, why is it I'm having this problem? And I feel like as I did not do now, I had a big meltdown. But as I now think I should have done logically, sometimes it's good to accept sad thoughts. Like, it's just good to feel sad. It's good to embrace the feeling. I know this entire experience that I just had will make me a stronger person now. And I know the only reason I had this was because I care for my friends, which I don't want to change. It's because I care for people. And because I care for people, I'm able to do better things for them. Because I care for people, I can be genuine with them. Because I care for people, I can put my trust in them. Now, what I can do because I care for people is subjective to me, but that is totally, this entire meltdown is totally a downside I will take for it. 100%. Pick your battles though. I feel like more than just, I feel like sometimes it's just fine to lose battles in order to save energy, even though you know you can win if you put your energy in it. And this might be just diverting the topic, but I feel like that is something I wanted to put in the video, something I believe in. But yeah, see, I might now really wanna make the happiness video. Who knows, I might. But that. So yeah, I feel like that, just making the change. I don't know what's up with me. I feel like I'm just tired. It's kinda late. But sorry, what I was saying was just to make the observation. Actually don't understand the enthusiasm of firecrackers, by the way. I think it's actually so pointless. Like, just because we have been doing it does not mean we still have to. I see the appeal in rockets, like, the ooh, that's very cool. But like, just the bombs, like, there's like this big, you light them, boom, big boom. What's the appeal? And even if there's appeal, you need to ask yourself, is it worth what it's doing to environment? The environment. Is it worth what it's doing to the dogs, the street dogs? I saw one dog run for her life. I know the dog. I felt bad for her. Is it worth it? People need to care for others. Because as much as I personally also believe in libertarianism, it's not the way a society works. People can't just everybody can't just go on saying that I'll mind my business, you mind yours. We won't function that way. This is what separates us from other organisms. This is why we thrive. You can't just take care of yourself and say I did my part. No. It's not how it's supposed to be. And honestly, it feels weird saying it because I feel like I'm very open morally. Moral grounds, I feel like it's the least objective thing that has ever existed. Like, morality does not have objective opinions on it. You know, one might even, I've had this argument with a friend before, but basically the answers to the question, is he tall, are more objective and are more like easy to categorize than they are for, is he deserving. Feel like the variation in is he deserving is too much. But again, the friend I had the discussion with disagreed with me, and I get her point. But I still stand with mine. Yeah. I feel like that's it for the rant on the topic, where you need to recognize why your problems arise. And sometimes I feel like the problems are just the side products of why you're living your life. Like, side products of the way you're living your life. I feel like even when I have not noticed, I might have made some grammatical errors or I might have messed up sentences. I'd kindly request all of y'all to ignore it. It's kinda late, I'm not in the correct state of mind, but correct enough for me to choose to make a video anyways. I'll be off to college in a few days. Not gonna think about that while I'm here. I'm gonna live my days to the fullest. Feel like that goes less for the vacation, more for my life in general. Watched a couple of my old videos, saw how I kept talking about wanting to find a purpose in life. Kind of disappointed that I still haven't. Saw a video from a year ago. It was titled Having an Opinion Beforehand Kills the Process of Learning. I actually really love that video. Feel like I was able to articulate points really well. Yeah, and that I talked about being more persistent, liking what I'm doing, and wanting for there to be a goal. Still isn't. It's fine. I am still 17, which a lot of my friends can't even say because they're old. Anyways, I'll see you all. My sleeping time has come. Bye bye.